own the land.
There you go.
They're only supposed to own military bases, ports,
That was the,
and 10 miles square around Washington, D.C. area. Any other land they own in the United States is supposed to be voted on by the states. But the states are failing us because they're not sticking up to the government. So when the states fail us, it's up to the people to alter or abolish the government or those people over us, or supposedly under us. For our safety and happiness, we should abolish such things. Man. So we see these ranchers have lost their natural rights, their God-given rights, the loss of private property. There's no such thing as private property anymore when you live out there. The government tells them what they can, how many cows they can have, where their cows can eat, when they can eat, how much water they can have. Total tyranny, people. And many men have shed blood over these private property rights all throughout the years, and now to have the government come in and just steal the land, it's crazy. So the ranchers and the patriots that stand against this tyranny are being labeled terrorists. We have close to 40 political prisoners being held right now that took a stand at the Bundys, took a stand at Mount View Refuge, being held in solitary confinement without being given their medicine. I mean, murderers and rapists and evil people like that isn't being held in solitary confinement and treated like these true patriots are. Government is out of control. But the political prisoners are being denied due process, along with a lot of individuals in this country. These are trying times for men and women, especially the people that works for these agencies. I mean, you think the good ones are going to stick around? We're seeing that in the military, where the good men and women are retiring and stepping out because they're not going to become compliant and go against your conscience. So imagine the people that's in these organizations, the Bureau of Land Management, which is a foreign entity on American soil, basically subcontracted out to the government. Some say they're not even Americans, persecuting our ranchers. Well, the voice said it doesn't matter how you stand, it matters how it ends. I mean, it doesn't matter how it ends, it matters how you stand. And it's time to do something instead of talking. So what can we do? Well, I ran for election judge. I mean, I was appointed election judge a few years back, and the corruption I've weeded out just by becoming an election judge is incredible. The town that I live in was controlled by Democrats for the last 40 years, and we started a Republican Party of Caseyville, whether your party or affiliation, but these are honest individuals, and the corruption we've weeded out just in our hometown at a local level is just amazing. And we've seen suicides. People committing suicides is the corruption we have discovered in our little town. A few people have committed suicide over the corruption, over the investigations that was going on with them. But we need to become active and make an impact. Run for trustee, boards, representatives, governors, run for president. But we can file petitions. They got a lot of petitions online, so make phone calls to these representatives. And we need to organize like we're doing today, which is great. But united we stand and divided we fall, right? But the Second Amendment says a well-regulated militia being necessary, thank you. And that's the only place in the Constitution where it says anything is necessary, right? It's a well-regulated militia is necessary to a free state. So I would encourage you to join your local militias. But make no mistake about it, we are in a battle of good and evil. And 9 years ago, I probably would have took a job for one of the Bureau of Land Management to persecute these ranchers, and probably found enjoyment in it. But as I stand here today, as a believer in Jesus Christ, as of 9 years ago, there's righteousness in my heart. And if you do not know the Lord Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, I suggest you do it. Because He's the only one that can change the heart and souls of these men and women that's basically trapped in these organizations right now. He can, and the evil ones that are persecuting these ranchers, He can change the heart and soul of them for now and eternity. Because the true revolution starts in the heart. And Jesus Christ is the supreme ruler. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Good job, Ricky. Ricky Douglas, stand by me for liberty. I tell you, as he's up here, how many people know of Robert Lavoie Finicum? Wow. Even out in the parking lot. How about you over at the fair? You ready to make America great again?
Yes.
Robert Lavoie Finicum, January 26th of this year. He was assassinated on January 26th of this year. And I was having a broadcast with Fred Schneider of Overpasses for America back there. And there were some Oath Keepers, the commander of Oath Keepers in the state of Ohio, the physical training commander of Oath Keepers state of Ohio, and the president of Oath Keepers state of Ohio, and some other people. And then the word started coming in about Robert Lavoie Finicum. And the broadcast went nuts from there. This is something that every American should know about. And as I talked about what this is right here, this banner of Extortion 17, how many people know what that is? See, there's not as many hands up, but there should be even more because it happened 5 years ago, August 6th, to our own Navy SEALs in the Tangine Valley in Afghanistan, where they're set up to be assassinated as well. Under this administration, you know, when we talk about evil, what more evil is there than to set up our own to be assassinated, to be murdered? Take 22 people, counting off from over there, and go that way. Those people gone because of this federal government. Take you, gone, Robert Lavoie Finicum. We are all representatives of Robert Lavoie Finicum and the brave heroes of Extortion 17. So what is it that you are going to do, or what is it that you are willing to do with their sacrifice to this nation? There's been many, the POW MIAs, there's been many in Iraq and Afghanistan, there's been many all the way from the Revolutionary War to today that gave their lives for this country. And I'm sure that Chris Ann Hall, when she gets up here, she'll be talking about their sacred honor. What are you willing to give? Or are you just going to go to a barbecue and enjoy time with friends and family? I don't know about you, but I'm going to do everything I can, personally, with God's guidance, to restore this nation to the way that our founding fathers implemented it. Keeping God first. It's amazing that we have this much evil. Robert Lavoie Finicum, if anybody has looked him up, look him up on YouTube someday. You'll understand that this man was a Christian man. I never seen him get angry like Brian Lange up here on this stage. I get angry with some righteous indignation because I'm really pissed on all this stuff. That Americans out there that are over there in the fair and what have you, enjoying their days and not doing a damn thing for this country. At least you guys here are getting right in front of people that are going to be giving you information to go with and take it out there to your communities, to your states, for benefit of this nation. So I urge all of you to do, look up Robert Lavoie Finicum and get the word out. And I didn't see many hands about Extortion 17. I'll be talking about that in a little bit more, but look up that as well. All right, that's the end of the first part of this event. And we're going to be having Bill Ward playing some great American patriot music. Bill Ward, give it a hand.
All right. Got a wide variety here. This is a song off my latest CD, which is a collection of satirical parodies that I decided to start putting together. It's a 2-CD set, and I think you're going to recognize this song, but I'm only going to say it once. Now, you listen to these words, because they're a little different. Tommy says a man is made out of mud. A surf is made out of muscle and blood. A creature that don't know right from wrong. His mind is weak, but his back is strong. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Saint Peter, don't you call me, I feel so strange. I sold my freedom for the hope and change. Well, I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting in trouble of my middle name. I was raised in a canebrake by an old mama lion. Can't no mommy boy Obama make me walk a picket line. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Saint Peter, don't you call me, I feel so strange. I sold my freedom for the hope and change. Well, I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I took my hammer and sickle and I walked to the mine. I dug 16 tons of Democrat coal, and the union boss says, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Saint Peter, don't you call me, I feel so strange. I sold my freedom for the hope and change. You see, this song was really about, oh, I'm not done yet. I always saw this song as like a real testament against the unionization of America, and that's what... Well, if you tread on me, you better step aside. The British came and the British died, and with a claw of iron and a claw of steel, the eagle will squawk and the rats will squeal. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Saint Peter, don't you call me, I feel so strange. I sold my freedom for the hope and change. Rock and roll, here we go. Look out, I've always wanted to do this song, so I wrote a parody about it. This should be the theme of the Tea Party. Rock this boat and chuck the tea. This is the opening song on that CD that I talked about previously. This is done to rock and roll a hoochie coo, just in case you think you recognize this. You do. Rock this boat. Chuck the tea. Boys had gathered at a pub in town. There was a whole lot to talk about putting it down. Talker was a rocket with an energy. Sammy had a plan and he told it to me. He said, rock this boat, chuck the tea. Dump a load into the sea. Rock this boat, chuck the tea. Take a taste of liberty. Oh yeah. With painted faces we were ready to rumble. We're gonna stick it to the king, gonna give him a tumble. There was talk about stealing and drinking the tea. Sammy said, no, now you listen to me. He said, rock this boat, chuck the tea. Dump a load into the sea. Rock this boat, chuck the tea. Take a taste of liberty. Oh yeah. To tell you how to live, he wants to push you around. He's gonna give you everything, he's gonna make you a slave. But we love our freedom in the land of the brave. We say, rock this boat, chuck the tea. Dump a load into the sea. Rock this boat, chuck the tea. Take a taste of liberty. Rock this boat, chuck the tea. Dump a load into the sea. Rock this boat, chuck the tea. Take a taste of liberty. Rock this boat, chuck the tea. Do it once for you and me. Rock this boat and chuck the tea. Rock this boat, chuck the tea. Take a taste of liberty. Do it once for you and me. Yeah, here we go. All right. This is my own tune. This is has some very good words. I hope you're able to hear them. If you're not, then buy the CD. You'll hear them on the CD for sure. This is like the first time I've done this live, so this is a new song for me, even though it's my song, which is pretty bad, I guess it is. But anyway, this is called The Suicide of the Free World. And that's kind of what the free world is doing to itself. It's committing its suicide. I'm reminded of that, who was it? Benjamin Franklin, I believe, said that the end of liberty, or the end of America, will be when people realize they can vote benefits for themselves. And I'm sure somebody will tell me who exactly said that. But nevertheless, that's kind of what has been happening in our societies, the suicide. It's a way to commit suicide, is to endless, and then you give up liberty, because then you become a slave to always wanting the benefits and always voting for the benefits, and the people who give you those benefits make you a slave, and they turn you into a slave, and that's what happens. Liberty is, without personal responsibility, liberty is meaningless. Liberty and personal responsibility must go together. And if you think you can have liberty without personal responsibility, that's where the error comes in. But all that is to be said is, let's just play the song and see how this one works out. This is The Suicide of the Free World. Again, some very interesting words. The street, they're screaming for their bread. There's nothing left to steal. The utopia is dead. And there's a cold gray building in the center of town where the bureaucrats sit and push papers around, deciding who will get the benefits and who will get the crumbs, who will be the kings and who will be the bums. Suicide in the free world. Suicide in the free world. Suicide in the free world. Social justice in the real world. Jeep, an iron cross on your chest. You're a rebel sheep. You're a real Marxist. I see a Darwin fish on a Subaru, now dead in a junkyard, rusted through. The dreams of a commune never die. They just recycle the same old lies. Suicide in the free world. Suicide in the free world. Suicide in the free world. Social justice in the real world. It's always his fault. Why did he leave town? Now the voice on the man safe out here, please return to the pen. The people have rejected liberty. That was a brief shining moment of history. Suicide in the free world. Suicide in the free world. The suicide of the free world. It's social justice in the real